surprise. It is the May Writers Wrap Up. I am here with Mia, the Vixen of Fiction, which is I, Chandra, and hopefully we will maybe catch a Sarah later.
Yes, hopefully. Yes, Sarah's so sorry she can't be here at the moment, but we're hoping that she gets everything worked out and we'll be able to pop in and say hi. How is everybody doing? I guess, do you want to do quick intros or?
Yeah, go for it.
How do you want to do it?
You go first.
Cool. I am Vixen of Fiction here on YouTube. You can find me under that name on Twitch and Instagram. Also, I do Writers Wrap Up. I also do scripting a book. We're going to do Sanditon. I'm super excited. And we got some other fun stuff coming up for July. For anybody who likes classics, we're going to do some stuff with Jane Austen in July. So I'm looking forward to that. What else do I do? Author Tubers React, which is really great. We got a really fun subject that we're going to talk about for June. So provided that I don't get called up for jury duty, which looks like I might.
Oh.
So, yeah.
If you do get called up, I hope it's at least a fun case.
I hope it's a fun case, too. I've been able to get out of it. Not that I wanted to get out of it before, but for a particular reason, my husband had a specific occupation that most people didn't want me on the jury. So I'm like, I'd be a great juror, but I can be fair. Just because my husband has a particular job. But so they were always like, no. And I'm like, oh, he doesn't have this job now. And I actually don't want to do it because I've got a very busy summer. So hopefully it'll be something that's like super quick and in and out.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed.
So that's me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Hi, Cool Gamer. Hi, Kat, Leo. Hi, Maggie. How are y'all doing today? Hi everybody. My name's Chandra Arthur. I write science fiction, historical fiction, fantasy, and horror. That's a new thing, but my mouth wanted to say it, so I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, I'm here. Flash Fiction Live Saturday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Hi CB, how are you? Hi Barrett. Welcome. I also do this Writers Wrap Up, and then sometimes I come over for scripting the book, and I'm everywhere a lot, all over the place. I'm definitely all over the place. So welcome to the May Writers Wrap Up. I know hopefully Sarah will be able to come in later. She's had some things come up, so fingers crossed. How's everybody doing?
Yeah. Let us know. I guess we'll start with that. Let us know. Say hi in the chat and then just let us know, basically how was your May? What did you do? What did you get done? How are things going? Are you feeling the pressure? Do you have deadlines coming up? What is going on with everybody?
CB says, I'm good. Almost finished with a massive fanfic. Awesome. What fanfic was this one? Is this also an Avengers one? Questions?
Yeah, I'm always curious.
I have to quickly unload my car after a road trip, but listening and lurking.
Yeah. Oh, I hope you had a good visit, Barrett. I remember you mentioning that you were going somewhere. So I will tell you that my May, I don't know that I got things done. I'm sure that I did. I know I got words I wrote, but it was one of those months where it just felt like every day I woke up like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What did I do? What am I doing? I don't know. It's just, I feel like a lot is going on. And then I was off my rhythm because I wasn't drawing very much. I didn't start drawing till this past week. And so I just felt so off. Like it just, I can't do that much longer. So yeah. I felt really off the whole month of May just felt off. But good things happened. like the kids got a house, so that's like one less thing. That's one thing I don't have to worry about. But now the wedding's coming up, and we've got family that want to come visit, and I tell people where we live, we're very beach adjacent, so the family does. Everybody likes to come.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, it's going to be a busy summer, so I really hope I don't
sure.
get through
That's
duty.
exciting, though.
It is. I'm both looking forward to it and also like, oh, there's a lot.
I can only imagine. I know this year's just been crazy, and it's like I feel like we're getting back to things kind of, but nothing's quite the same, but everyone's trying to like get back to the sameness, and yeah.
It is. It's a lot of weirdness going on right now because everything's going back to normal, but I feel like things are like split off because I work at a gym, so I see it there too, where things were one way when we were I'll just say when we were wearing our masks to gym, certain people were coming. When they got rid of the masks, those people stopped coming and other people started coming. And now we can't get the other people to come back. It's like everybody's in this weird, are we normal? Are we not normal? Do we not? It's weird. It's weird all the way around. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do with that, but
yeah,
it does feel weird. Like we go to the doctor's office and they're like, you don't have to wear a mask, but we need, before you can even step into the building, you've got to sign all this stuff saying that you've not been sick, don't feel sick, don't have allergies, nothing. You know what I mean? I'm like, it doesn't make it feel normal. If you have to do all of that, it makes me more nervous. But
yeah.
it's like everything feels kind of like not quite normal, but we're supposed to pretend like it's normal. It's a weird place.
It's so in between, and which is like now just everyone's uncomfortable and no one knows how to act.
Exactly. That is what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yay, Maggie! Got most of my plans done.
That's
Hi,
good.
Jenna. How are you? Ooh, and CB was working on the Stark for President. It's the first book in a series. Jenna had a nap. I hope your nap was wonderful.
Yeah.
I temporarily relocated in March, and I'm still in the temporary apartment for now. I had no internet for 2 whole weeks. I did my grade 2 clarinet exam 2 months ago today. Passed it this time. Yay, and congratulations. It sounds like you got a lot going on and had a very busy month.
Yeah.
I've been busy this month as well. I started putting up my sci-fi project for beta readers, and I'm on round 2 of edits. So I had an alpha reader go through it in January, February, got everything back and started on it the middle of the month, I think. Maybe the beginning of the month. I don't know. This month has been a blur. But I did a read through with all of my markups, and I've been going through and adding those edits and making notes for the next round, and also putting it up for beta reader feedback because I want to make sure the changes that I'm making are headed in the right direction. So that has been this month, but it's just gone so fast.
Yeah. I would love, I'm still in that need to get beta readers phase, that making myself get comfortable with it. I've been like when Barrett does critique group live, that has been very helpful to help me hear what feedback is going to sound like and feel like, is normally the people who read my work are people who are already reading it, so they already love it, so I don't feel like I'm going to get real feedback from them, because anything that I give them, they're going to be like, yeah, that's great. We love that. Yeah. So I need real critical beta readers, and I'm like, I need to be prepared for that. So I've kind of been hoping that I can find something that if someone's posted where they have what their work looked like before beta readers, what beta readers gave them, and then how they edited it, so that I can go in with the right mindset, and not get my feelings hurt, because you got That won't be fun. But
Yeah.
I want real criticism at the same time. You know what I mean?
I think the biggest thing is when it's clear that the feedback is constructive versus someone just trying to be mean. Or I mean, I saw this in another writing group where someone was basically like they led their feedback with this is a tough industry, so I hope you have thick skin, and then proceeded to try to read this person for filth, and it was like, that's not it.
Yeah.
That's not
I think I saw something like that on in a Facebook group too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that I don't want, because like if I gave someone feedback, my point in giving the feedback is not to crush them and make them feel like I can't do this. You know, my point would be that I want to show you where I think changes need to be, or things that I don't like, that didn't work for me, or I didn't understand, so that you can actually make it better, because I want you to, you know, succeed. I want your work to be out there. So, but I understand that not everybody gives feedback like that, you know?
Yeah, but I think the other thing for me, what I try to do and what I look for in feedback is, I mean, we do this a lot as well on Flash Fiction Live. What were you trying to say here? And did it come across the way that you intended? Because this is how I took it. Is that what you meant?
Oh yeah, you and Natalie are really good at that, and it's never seen as negative. I always like, oh yeah, you know, I love watching you guys do the Flash Fiction. Let me mute for a second.
Absolutely. Let's see here. CB says, I should be going home in August or September once the work on my permanent address is done. Hopefully before I go to New York. Fingers crossed, that would be awesome. You have specific things you are worried about in your story. Give those questions to the beta, and hopefully they will answer those and some other thoughts. Yeah, that does make a big difference. The main thing I got from my betas was scenes I knew in my mind but only referred to in passing needed to be added, and that my fight scenes needed to be faster paced but not shorter or longer. Ooh, that's interesting feedback, and I feel like it's good feedback, but it's kind of tough to execute, because you're like, how do I make this the same duration, but like to speed up the pacing? That usually means shorter sentences. So yeah, that's tricky. I feel like that would be tricky to write. Yay, thank you.
Yes, I do too. I mean, and I hate it when I miss one. I'm like, no, because sometimes the thing pops up late, and I'm like, they're already doing it, or cat's the end. Makes me so mad.
I know it can be a lot. I feel like there's so much happening all the time, and the last couple, honestly, this month, I've missed a few things that were like really important to me, and my brain was just like, word file not found. And then only after the fact do I like realize what I've done, and I'm like, oh, why is this happening? But that's been a lot of May. So I'm excited to hear what all y'all are working on. I think I missed something from Maggie too. Let me jump back. There is a reason May is the month of mayhem during not YouTube 2022, right? Fingers crossed. Like, I mean, we're trying.
I just ran out of snacks. That was I just pulled my last trick out of my hat. I can go get some more. You guys just gotta hold on till we sprint. We're talking to the people. We're talking to the. You want to say hi to the people? All right. He'll say hi first.
Hello, everybody.
And now BB wants to also say hi, but he's ginormous. And so, let me see if you can see him a little bit. There's BB.
Oh, it's so cute. Yeah.
BB's like, me too. I know, you're such a sweetheart. Okay, you guys. No, we're not going to talk though. Shh.
Yeah, Maggie, that's been the hard part about my new schedule is trying to balance everything and get reasonable hours. I do have more days off, but they're usually weekdays, and then I'm like trying to. It feels less like a weekend and more like just time off from work to do chores and stuff. But it really is my weekend. And CB is doing a 50K by hand starting tomorrow. Then I'm going to edit the 2 stories in July as my Camp Nano project. Oh my gosh. I haven't even. Because I was supposed to be doing Preppoon this year. And I don't know how that's going to work out. I had all grand plans. And I've gotten a lot done, but I scrapped pretty much everything I had written because of school. Not like the words, but everything I had written down as my plan because of school. So we shall see.
That's them in the mirror, so you guys can see why I keep muting. so sorry.
So cute.
So I'm pet sitting while we were painting the rooms, which was fine because then we could just have the pups out in the living room. So my daughter got a house, and that's what we're doing, the floors and the walls and all of that stuff. So we're very, very happy. That's one thing off my list. But she's painting the living room now, and she doesn't want him closed up in a small room. So he's here, and yeah. So, and him and Loki, they've known each other their whole lives. So they are brothers and partners in crime. So that's what I'm dealing with at the moment. Guys, get out the window. It's literally like having little kids all over again. It's like, what?
You're like, just a minute.
It's like just.
And another thing.
Yes. Jules has a comment. Did I miss that one?
I think we got this one here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be writing 36K to finish the current draft of my mystery work in progress. Love it.
Yes, I love all these words that I'm with you guys. You're gonna get all of the words that you want to get.
I'm also here for these taking months off.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yep. And Maggie, you write a lot too, so
yeah.
Taking August
I see y'all writing all the time and all your word counts, and I'm like, I feel like I get a lot done. I'm supposed to have be working on Mill Wordy. This month's gone well. I met my goal this month, but that's like all my editing words. But the rest of it has been laughable. Technically, I already started working on my June goal. That's exciting.
Yeah, you're like ahead. That's amazing.
Camp Nano Prep will be August 80K. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Prep? Oh, my goodness.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and take your month off then and enjoy that. Yeah. I'm going to take
you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Hit that like button. I'm taking I had planned to take the end of August off because that's for wedding and family coming, and then the first week of September because they're planning on staying through Labor Day. But I don't know now. If it all depends on what happens with jury duty.
Right.
I'm hoping it's not going to interfere with because I'm like I got plans writing plans. Like I've got the Worldwide Write-a-thon. I want to do Jane Austen July. I have my regular streams. I'm like, I have things to do. How do people do this?
You have such a busy schedule though, and you do like all the things.
Because it's fun. I honestly love getting on here and talking with people about, we talk about writing, books, and arts and movies and food. Like, This is
Let's
great.
start to love. Yeah.
Yeah, and our pets, and everybody can relate. Like everybody understands. So it's just like, these are my people. Where have you been my whole life?
It really is, though. It is. I'm excited about it. I don't know what the rest of my year plans are going to end up being like. I am going to still try to do. I mean, I'm doing so well with editing that I don't know how much I'm going to get into Preppoon. But I again, I don't know what my goal is going to be like for Camp July. So that really depends on how much I'm able to get done in June before I can say, here's what my July plans are. It's like, how much editing do I have left in June? And then maybe I keep editing and do make that my camp. But it really just depends on how much progress.
Yeah. I do love that about camp, that you can really make it whatever goal you need it to be, wherever you're at for the year in your writing, whatever you need your goal to be, you can set that as your camp goal. So that's why I love NaNoWriMo, but I really love the camps, because I'm like, okay, let me really buckle down and focus on getting this specific goal done. And it doesn't have to be just, let me get 50,000 words in this one project. It can be the project something I need to do.
Yeah, that does make a big difference. CB, you're out here killing it. That's awesome about Millwordy.
Yeah, and I'm excited for your trip to New York. It's awesome.
Very exciting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's heavy. I'm struggling with writing heavy stuff right now. Just there's so much going on. I'm trying to like get those good vibes. Like I'm like, does anybody want happy joy stories? Because that's what I feel like writing right now.
I don't know that I ever really think that. I'm always going for something.
Oh, it'll turn later. But at the moment, the part that I want to write in the story.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me write all of the wonderful things that will eventually turn. But right now, let's write the happy. And then there's times where I'm like, no, I'm destroying everything. People must die. Things must happen. So yeah, I go through phases when I write. But it's a good thing I have a pretty extensive outline, so I can hop around if I want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. I have so many things that need to be edited and so many timelines that are just messed up that I need to work on. But it's like also there's so many other things that are easier and I don't have to suffer as much as I do when I try to fix my timelines. So I think about that. I don't know.
But it'll be good. Once your timelines are straight, you're going to be so happy.
Yes. I feel like it's going to be life-changing, and I'm like, I just can't wait to get there. But in order to get there, I have to do the work, and I do not want to do the work.
Yeah, I can relate to that so far.
I love it. Should we get into our first sprint?
I was thinking the exact same thing, because I have got none work done. So sprinting would be good.
I haven't done writing since April 1st because work and school and ignoring my health, and now I'm focusing on my health and learning what my current limitations are with so little energy. It's smooth.
I hope you're doing better though.
Yeah.
I remember when you got really sick. So I hope you're doing better. And yes, you got to take care of yourself, because then when you're not well, it makes everything else that you need to do that much harder.
It really does.
I feel you on that. So yeah, sending lots of good, healthy, healing vibes to you.
For sure. I'm gonna get our timer pulled up here. I'm gonna use one of those. How long would y'all like to sprint for? Throw it in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. I'm good for anything. I just need to get started. I need to do something.
Same. I think my first order of business will be to check on the dog.
We see so much of Dobby and we don't see Piper very much.
I know, she's got her new runner outside and she is living her best life.
She doesn't need us anymore.
Gotten almost 2K today and need some to make my 1K per day goal.
Nice.
I know there's a little bit of a delay on comments. I'm going to give it another minute and then I'm just going to go with something. And let us see. Okie doke. Let's do a 20-minute timer. Good old fashioned 20 minutes.
That sounds good to me.
Okie doke. We got that here. Perfect. And we will begin our sprint in 3, 2, and 1.
All right.
right, that was sprint number 1. Oof. Margaret's been busy out here. Interviews and spring cleaning and book on halls. Oh my. Hi, Aphrodite. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I am trying to get caught up. We're talking about plans. How did your month of May go? Awesome sauce. How'd you do, Nia?
Yeah, I was still muted. I edited some stuff because I can't help myself. I needed to reread to see where I left off, and you know how you like it's right. Just go ahead and edit it. Like I'm that person. I see it. I go ahead and fix it. I know it's the whole thing has to go through edits, but I just saw it. I can't let it go.
Yeah, I've been having that issue, and you know how Grammarly runs, but then it has like all these entries, but you have to like work through them before it starts giving you more of the stuff, but a chapter looks done, but it's not, and then you reopen it, and it's like, surprise!
Yep.
That's all.
Yeah. I was on a stream when someone was saying that Grammarly kept correcting them, and when they corrected it, Grammarly told them to put it back the way they already had it, and it was like this never-ending loop. I'm like, Grammarly's so fun.
Sometimes Grammarly gets stuck on stuff, and it's like, I don't.
It's like, fix it. Oh, but also it was right the way it was. But also now that you changed it back, fix it again.
I think that's just a representation of how complicated English grammar is, to be honest.
Very much so. Yep.
And I've had some stuff where I read it and I'm like, that's not entirely, like, I see where you're going with this, but that's not what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how else to say it.
Mm-hmm. My daughter had one because they have to do critiques of each other's work as part of their grade. And she goes, Mom, there's this one guy, there's nothing ever to correct, but he always wants her to correct it because I'm the one correcting it. And I always tell her, I'm like, this guy, this is great. I've said, I hate to nitpick. And she goes, no, please nitpick. And so I'll say, you know, this could be written this way, but it's fine the way that he has it. And he's like, thank you. You're the only one who ever gives me feedback. And she's like, dude, it's my mom because it looked fine to me. But because I can see where this is good, but it could be that way. But there's nothing wrong with the way that you have it. Where everybody else would they just look at it and say, I don't see the problem. And I'm like, because it really isn't a problem. But if he needs feedback, you can tell him this. And he's always like, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to develop if no one ever pushes back on things. Not to say that it's perfect, but just to pose challenges of, you could word it this way, or is there a reason you've put it this way instead of that way? And just challenge the way of thinking, because maybe they do something naturally and it comes out really good, but they don't necessarily know why they're doing it that way, or have a thought pattern as to, like, if I was to change something, how could I make this different in a positive way? CB started fixing an excerpt from my novel to use as a nightmare scene in a later chapter. Ooh, fun. Margaret says they're still in the hallway, in bags in the hallway.
Almost there, Margaret, though. The bags are in the hallway. That's like progress.
Yeah, you're moving them towards.
Yeah, they're getting, as long as they're going in the right direction, out.
Mm-hmm. You're demonstrating that there are multiple ways to be wrong in English. I mean, it's true. I wish I could get proper feedback.
My kiddo's here to pick up her pup, so I'm going to be just like a couple minutes, but I'll be right back, I promise.
No worries. Decided to make chocolate chip cookies. Procrastination for the win. I mean, that's legitimate. I get some of my best work done when I'm procrastinating. It just really do be like that sometimes. I have a lot of stuff to go over. I finished this chapter that I had been in the middle of, and but mostly I looked at social media. I'm so behind, like emails, messages. Procrastinating gets results you can eat too.
Yes. That's like the best kind of procrastinating right there.
You know, in my area, they have this thing at certain pizza places that I only know one specific one that does this, but you can go in and you can get a dough ball and go home and make your own pizza.
Yeah.
And we did that the other night, and it was, without a doubt, the best pizza. So good.
So I need that place here.
I
would be there all the time.
Right?
Because I would also be making, like, I pull it apart and make mini pizza. Already, my head is like, I could do this. I can make pizza rolls.
It's like less than, with tax and everything, less than $6 for a dough ball. Ready to go.
You don't have to do it yourself. You don't have to remember and then forget that to put, because I would do it in the bread maker, but then I'd forget. So then I'd have to pop one out of the can because I forgot to do it. And I'd be so mad. So you just go pick it up. Yeah.
And then you put whatever. And then we took a can of diced, like the large cans of diced tomatoes, put half of it in the blender, 2 cloves of garlic, a little bit of olive oil, and like 5 basil leaves. Whisk that up, salt and pepper. Then once that's all like blended, throw in the other half can of tomatoes, pulse it like twice so you still get some of the chunks. Homemade tomato sauce for your crust. Yes. Oh, so good. It was so good.
Yeah, pizza's like one of my very most favorite foods. It's the one where I'm very cheese lactose intolerant, and like not fully lactose intolerant, but very cheese. I can't do them. I will not give up pizza.
I feel that.
Pizza and ice cream are the 2 things I draw the line. Yeah. So far, I'm okay with ice cream all the time, but all other cheeses, I'm not okay with at all, but I will not give up pizza. I gave up lasagna. I gave up cheesecake. You're not taking my pizza.
That is fair.
I heard it's going to get worse. So one day I'll have to give up milk and ice cream, but I'm not there yet.
Vegan pizza is just not the same. It's not. However, I do use the lactose pills things, the digestive agent. They actually really help. But I don't, you're right. I pick my battles, and I will not have any other like dairy products just so I can continue to eat cheese. And it's not like an everyday thing, but like I need cheese. I need it. Hi, Laura.
Hey.
Check. Okay. Yeah. See, y'all, I told y'all I'm so behind on my stuff. Check your Discord DMs. This is the only way you can get me now.
It's like Chandra's live. You guys get her now.
Let's get while we're getting good. I am so behind. I never get this far. I mean, we've been DMing. I'm you good. You know where I am. Laura, I will check my DMs. I mean, I just love y'all. Y'all are so patient with me, even when I'm just.
Yeah, I just, especially now, because I feel it too, because I'm that way when it comes to Facebook and my email, so I understand. I'm like, I will leave the message now, and I'll check in a couple days to see if they got back with me.
Yeah, well, here's my other thing. I sometimes, so I get the notification banner on my phone, and I will have read your message and not opened it. And I want y'all to know, I'm not opening it so I don't forget to say stuff back to you. Because if I open it and I don't respond immediately,
you'll think you read it and it's gone.
Like it never even happened. Oh my gosh. Except for my Discord. I hadn't been on Discord in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, I missed something. Oh, is it close to dinner time over there? Actually, yes. For me, it is. It's 5:30 my
Yep.
time. So I'm a little hungry.
Yep. Same here.
There are way too many ways to communicate. I have a post brewing on this. Ooh, I love it. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, post it so that we can rant about it on the next Dr. Tubers React.
Yes, it's really difficult. It's so difficult. And my email, this is part of my problem too. It's like you have to message me to tell me that you sent an email because I have so many emails. Not like, and I mean, I went through my personal email, so it's much better, but I have a lot of different email addresses to check as well.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to check something in email because I only check emails when someone tells me that they've sent something. Then I'm like, okay, let me go check my email.
Yeah, and I have to ask people like, which email did you email it to? Because my I have 2 emails for school alone. That's like not my personal ones, and there's like 2 separate steps, 2 separate locations. It's there's so much, and it's like everything. It's like, here's our special little way that we communicate, and it's like, make it stop. Anyway, I say all that to say, Margaret, I look forward to your post.
Same.
I procrastinated writing the 3 short stories I had scheduled myself to write, and I did 2 Flash, 2 Drabbles, and 3 Twitter length stories instead of the last 3 days. It'd be like that sometimes.
Oh yeah. Twitter length stories though, if you got a full story in a Twitter link, that's impressive though. So I'm gonna say kudos on that. But I know you wanted to get the full short stories done, so
yeah.
I hear.
Let's see here. I can't eat real ice cream, rice pudding, custard, or anything with dairy-based cream in it. However, the dairy-free ice cream and custard is actually okay.
Oh, that's good.
I do. There was I think it was called Soy Dream ice cream that wasn't bad.
Yeah. My daughter, when she was on, it's called the paleo diet, but she had to be on it for other reasons to fix her digestive system. So she was on a paleo diet for a while getting herself straightened out on the inside. And she got to eat really good food. Like we were buying like expensive meat, expensive types of grain because she was so limited on what she could have. But she found these yogurt popsicles that were so good, and that was like the only like because she couldn't have sugar either, so it was the only thing. She's like, please just get me lots of these, and it's like she survived on those. Like I'm like, you're eating better than the rest of us. We're eating processed food because she couldn't have anything that was like processed or anything. It's just like, but her food was really good food, but man, she's like, I just want pizza, Mom. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
I mean, for me that'd be really hard too because when things happen, I stress eat. Sometimes I eat my feelings, and sometimes these feelings taste like pizza. So, what's a girl to do?
Yeah, she couldn't have any bread, so we were just like trying to find anything that resembled bread for her. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Ooh, Margaret, I am not, but I would like to see this. If you have it accessible and you want to throw it at me on Instagram, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Or if you link it on your post or something along those lines. I don't know.
I feel like I've watched. I don't know why that sounds familiar, so I'm gonna look it up because I feel like I've seen that. What?
What is a Grabble? Grabble is exactly 100 words. That would be difficult. That would be very difficult. Y'all are reminding me if I'm going to submit these stories, I have to submit them today. So.
Oh, that's right. 31st is your deadline.
I need to.
Are you ready? Are they ready? Almost ready? Or
I think they're about as. I think they're where they're going to be. I need to just go reread them, make sure I didn't misspell anything ridiculous, and just do it.
Yeah.
I have like 5 short scenes to write, and I have been letting everything else jump in front. Today I write. Do it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
actually need I need to go look for an email from you, Aphrodite. I'm gonna go do that in this next sprint. I wish the gluten-free bread was nicer here, though. It's gross. I just stopped eating bread entirely. I feel that. Gluten-free bread is really hard. I'm not. There's been very few. If you can find millet bread, sometimes those aren't bad. But the problem is a lot of times they add different binders and stuff that are just as, like, you can't have anyway. It's like, well, why'd you go and do a thing like that? Oh, jumped. Just realized I have homework to turn in to my writing group, even though I'm on an attendance hiatus right now. Oop.
Okay, like, yeah. I just looked up Mary. I knew I recognized her. Yeah, I've read a couple of her things. Oh, excellent.
New book by Chandra. Sometimes these feelings taste like pizza. I mean, coming to an Amazon shopping cart near you. I might just have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, okay, cool. No worries. A few years ago for camp, I did a 100-word, 12-chapter story challenge. Ooh.
So does that mean it was like only 100 words for each chapter? Or...
That's interesting. That sounds very challenging.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I think I'm too long-winded.
You don't even have to ask me. No, I couldn't do it. But I watch you guys as a flash fiction just so I can learn how to do flash fiction, like tell a story without thinking up the rest of the story, because I can tell a story episodically, like and then pull episodes out, which looks like a short story, but I have to have the rest of the story, if that makes sense. Like I can't just leave it. I can't just leave it.
So instead of thinking of it that way, think about how you are just writing a scene. Think about your scene as the pilot for the story. All you have to do is write that one scene, though.
See, but can I do that without knowing what the rest of the story is, though? I haven't been able to do it yet. I'd have to work on it, though.
Yeah,
but I mean, I see what you're saying, but I just haven't been able to do it without actually feeling.
Yeah, but you write scenes all the time, and maybe you finish the rest of it in your brain, or maybe you tell yourself you're going to finish it later, but all you're doing is writing this one scene right now.
So, like, tricking myself into stopping.
Absolutely.
You know, I will dream about it.
And maybe you'll come back later and write a whole thing based off of this flash fiction. However, it will still exist as a flash fiction, and you will have done it.
I will have done it.
Another thing that I like about it, and I think I have this in my video on flash fiction, is that if you're thinking about, if you want to take a story idea out on a date, but you're not sure if you want to like keep dating the story idea and actually write a whole thing about it, write a flash fiction. If you're tired of it by the time you get done with the flash fiction, that's all it is. You wrote a flash fiction, ta-da, story idea has been set aside, it's something on paper. And if you enjoy it, then you keep going. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, I like this analogy.
I can eat gluten-free, but my mother can't, so I choose not to eat bread. That makes sense. For not to eat bread, I still eat gluten in pasta, though. When I come back in the U.S., I'm going back to being gluten-free.
So is that going to be like your gluten break? Like I get to have gluten while I'm in the States, kind of thing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like carbs. Carbs and I have a real close relationship.
Yeah. So same. It's sometimes I need them because I'm when I do work, I'm burning a lot of calories just by the nature of my job. Because when I do my workouts for my class, I actually do them with the class, and then I also practice. So I feel like when I don't have carbs, my body's like give me now.
Yeah.
Like all of the bread. So I have to stay on top of it and moderate. Otherwise, if I go into deficit, my body's like, give me all of them. Give me the whole cake, the whole loaf of bread. So I have to be very, 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 very careful.
I think that's part of my thing. I can and do eat very well at times, but whenever I get stressed or if I wait too long to eat, my go-to is carbs.
Mm-hmm.
And Margaret
Yes,
says the
the whole
whole
enchilada.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
With extra cheese, please.
Yes, that I'm not supposed to have.
Oh gosh, it's a good time. We've been threatening to sprint. We should do that because everybody here has a lot of work to get done.
Yeah.
How long do y'all want to sprint for? Do you want to do another 20 minutes?
Yeah, we can do 20. I did say that this was going to be chatty, so everybody knows it's sprint light when we do these.
Okay. Cool beans. Let us get this timer. It is one of Laura's timers, actually. Because I think they are so pretty. My favorite one, the underwater ambient noises.
Oh yeah, that one's cool.
This one's one of my all-time favorites. So, okay, here we go. Sharing. Alrighty. We are ready to begin sprint number 2 in 3, 2, and 1. Okie doke. That was sprint number 2. How did everybody do? I actually, it looks like, oh, there we go. I actually was writing a little bit of something that I have needed to work on for a while. I got 122 words. So, but I also checked some emails and did some other stuff that I was supposed to do. Yeah, we are making progress. Let us see.
Yeah, I'm having progress being done. So I feel better that I actually got some writing done. So it's good. I mostly went through my outline. I added some details, wrote a little bit more to help guide me for my next chapter. And so I'm happy with actually getting, I feel like I got something done. I've been so busy today, so it's not like I didn't get anything done, but when I'm not writing, I feel like I didn't get anything done. Yeah, I did lots today, but just not writing. So I feel better, especially because I didn't have to go to work today. My friend, a friend of mine covered my class for me, so I was like, yay. So
yeah, that's awesome. And say, hey, friend, and thanks from us because we got to keep you.
Yeah, and I got to write, so yay.
Love it.
So,
Love it.
I feel much better.
Yeah. No, this was really helpful because I cracked something else open. I still haven't submitted those stories. I need to figure out what I need to do for that, and then I also have another deadline that I'm working to. So I've been behind on both of those, and then I also have my editing stuff that I've got going. So, all of this needs to get done before I start back to school. So it's fine. Yeah, it's really fine.
Do you know your schedule yet, or is that like a little stressful not knowing what your schedule is going to be like?
Yeah, I don't know what my schedule's going to be like. And then my work schedule also rolls over in July. So
everything could completely change.
Yep, pretty much. Yep.
All right, so we did our 2 sprints, everybody. So if you got something coming up this month that you want everybody to keep an eye out for, or is there something that you want us to shout out, now is the time to let us know. If you got something big, are you publishing something? I know some people have told me that they're on track to get stuff done for July, so that's exciting. So I can't wait to let people in on all of the things that are going on. And I know after this, I'm going to let everybody know that Morgan is having her 500 sub celebration, so I will be over there later. I'm probably going to get something to eat and then hop over there.
Yeah,
so everybody can hop over and say hi and celebrate with her the 500 subs, and it's her birthday. So
how cool is that?
Yeah, super
Love
cool.
that.
Super cool.
Happy
so
birthday.
I was going to show up all sweaty, and now I don't have to be sweaty. I can look nice.
I love it. Oh, Aphrodite says that she's sprinting on her channel at 7 p.m. if anyone still has work to do. Love that. So that's two great things to do.
Yes, excellent.
What time is Morgan's stream?
She's going to be streaming for the next 3 hours, I think.
So from 6, 7, 8, 9?
Yeah, they're on Mountain Time, so.
Okay.
Or is that the central? Maybe Central Time.
Central would put.
Not my time zone.
Let's see. It's 6 Eastern, so that would be 5 Central, 4 Mountain, and 3 Pacific. I feel like a hero.
Time zones just happened.
There's no one here to contradict me, so that means I'm right.
Sounds right. Oh my gosh, I want cookies now. Thank you.
That does sound amazing. For that. Yeah, I feel like after this, I'm going to go foraging for food. So, yes. Especially after being so productive. y'all,
Yeah,
I wonder.
but do not forget, do I need to message you to make sure that you get those stories submitted?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
It is the deadline. I might send Natalie after you.
But please do. I need to do something. I think I've got a little bit more to do tonight. Taking my word for it. Thank you. I appreciate your confidence in me. If you don't get to the right place on time, I have nothing to do with that.
Yes.
Thank you, Mama Maggie. We got a link here in the chat for Aphrodite's stream. Do we have a link for Morgan's birthday / 500 celebration stream as well?
I can grab one. I don't know. Am I rinsed? I don't know.
I will. Let me see.
I usually just come for the flash fiction.
Well, you should be. You are not. That is terrible. What a travesty. Okay, there. Now you are.
All right, let me. If I didn't have 90 million tabs open, this would be done already.
That's not how it works. You need all the tabs open.
I do need all the tabs open.
Can I just tell y'all
because I don't want to forget what I was looking at, and I know I can have it in the history, but still,
exactly,
it's just convenient.
Oh, there, Maggie's got you. Thank you, Maggie.
Oh, thank you.
Can I just say the most writerly information that I possess at this very moment? Well, actually, there's two things. I'll just go with the one. You can only have 500 tabs open in Safari on an iPhone.
The fact that you have found this out.
It's a daily struggle for me. A daily struggle. But there's a really cool feature where you open a new window and you go to start typing in, and it's like you already have that window open. Do you want to go back to it?
Oh, yeah.
It's wonderful.
I have had that. I've had something happen. I don't know if it's on Safari or maybe it's on Google where I type in something and it goes to it because it was already open.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes, it's wonderful. It's marvelous.
They're looking out for people like us, Chandra. They know.
Only 500? Whatever will we do? Yeah, right? Right?
I have to find something to close. I've actually had so many open that one time that I was like, I actually have to close some of these. What do I want to close? I'm like, stuff I had looked at like a month ago. I'm like, do I want to close that though? I'm going to need that later.
Some of it's research, and then you circle back and you're like, oh, look, I already have that open. I was looking out for me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I've had the same. I think I have like 48 tabs on my browser because with Chrome you can organize your tabs. I think I have 48 open, but here's the cool thing: you close the browser. If you need to restart the browser, go back into your history, and it'll say, "Do you want to open the last 48 tabs that you had?" And you click yes, that's exactly what I want, and it pulls them up exactly how they were, like magic.
Yep. So, I love that feature. It's great. It's like, yes, I want to open everything that I was looking at before.
Exactly. It's like you get to pick up exactly where you were. You know what? It's like cleaning your desk. I don't personally, because how would I ever get anything done if I actually cleaned my desk? How would I know where I left off? But it's like a virtual desk. I just never cleaned that one, and it's easier. Yeah.
Yes, really, Aphrodite.
Mm-hmm. Life-changing. That's what we're here for. We're here to change lives.
Yeah.
I think
when the young people tell us to close all those tabs, we can say we don't have to.
Yeah, for what reason?
Yep. They've set it up. Yep, they set it up for us. So we don't have to close it until we get to 500.
Love it. I think we've covered everything that we needed to today.
Yes.
Want to send some good vibes out for Sarah because she's had a day.
Yes.
So if you're not following Sarah Cahill, I have her linked in the description as well. still follow, give some love there. And then with that, Mia, would you like to do your outro? Oh, and I got the direction right. Look at me go.
Look at that. This is going so well. I'm Nia Vixen of Fiction here on YouTube. I'm also on Twitch and Instagram. You can check out some of the things that I do, scripting the book, this, and I also do Author Tubers React. So come check those out. Come hang out with us when we do our lives. I eventually will get back to doing more writing sprints, but it doesn't look like my schedule wants to cooperate. So we'll see how that goes. But if you are on my channel, of course, this Writer's Wrap Up will be linked in my Writer's Wrap Up playlist. So that way you guys can find it. But you should just follow Chandra. And then if you're not already, subscribe to Chandra's channel. The button's right down there. And you can hit the like button too while you're at it. And I write historical fiction, sci-fi, fantasy, and I do a little bit of mystery and romance and mix all the genres together when I feel like it. That is me. And I like hanging out on other people's streams. So you'll probably see me on other people's channels, just hanging out and writing and talking about all of the writing and book things.
I just found out that the link to Sarah did not work, so I'm going to update that. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see here. It's not, it won't be the vanity one, but I'm updating it right now. So, oh, it is the vanity one. Don't mind me. Okie doke. Yep. So that's updated. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah. If you want more sprints, go to Aphrodite's channel. You've got a good break if you need that. You've got about 50 minutes of a break before she goes live. And if you want to hang out and chat for a little while and say happy birthday and congrats to Morgan, she's also linked above under Mama Maggie. Penumbra Mind has put the links for those. So this was fun. Thank you, Chandra, for letting me vent about how stressful May has been.
I mean, it has been quite the month. So hopefully onward and upward is all I have to say about that.
Everybody who's taking their breaks, enjoy your break. We're here if you just want to hang out and chat. We'll be around the YouTubes. Mm-hmm. And everybody who's not taking a break and needs to get those words will still also be around the YouTubes to help you get the words.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much. My name's Chandra Arthur. I am half of Flash Fiction Live, which you can find at 8:30 on Saturday mornings on either my channel or Natalie Locke's channel. Please do come see us. We love to have you. Did you know that
Margaret?
You can out in StreamYards? You don't have to worry about pointing. What?
I know, Margaret. Check out Margaret's channel. She has so many StreamYard tips, and she's just dropping gems whenever she's in a stream. I love it.
You know what? All right, I'm gonna be over there. I've got some homework to do. I've got a lot of homework to do. But with that, thank y'all so much, and we'll see you next time for another Writer's Wrap Up. Bye.
Bye.